First important thing is my speech was here. A little worried. I want to thank you to the UT and to the Texas Exes for honoring me, along with the other recipients recognized tonight. I'm proud to be here and proud to be a Texas Ex. I'm also proud that my wife Gayle, another UT Ex, who's been with me for 50 years of marriage now and helped produce 5 children and 14 grandchildren. Many of the children are here tonight. Thank you. Some thoughts on being a Texas Ex. We only spend a few years on the campus itself, but being an alum never ends. It's an honor, and I believe it holds a responsibility as well. For some, the feeling you had when you were a student on campus is kept alive as a Texas Ex. I mean, not all the feelings, since some of those require youth, but still being a Texas Ex keeps us connected to this very, very special place. For many, it means never leaving Austin. For others, there's a certain pull, if you will, that keeps them coming back to UT for a variety of reasons. That pull can be anything. Maybe it's a Longhorn, football games in the fall, whatever the pull is for you. I hope you pay attention to it and follow up on it. For me, the pull of being a Texas Ex eventually led me into service on the UT Board of Regents and the University of Texas Investment Management Company. Both of those roles were challenging and rewarding as well. They afforded me the opportunity to gain significant insight into the vast and complex area of education, ultimately leading to my engagement at the state level, public policy for higher education, and more recently, K through 12. Today, my passion for promoting a globally competitive workforce for the state is what continues to bring me back to Austin and UT. On education, I was fortunate. I was able to attend this university and appreciate the opportunity I had to earn 2 degrees here. I'm sure you feel the same about your degree attainment, but in turn, we need to be a part of helping to make sure that students around the state are educated to college readiness and able to attain a post-secondary credential. It's critical that we achieve this. Why? Well, let me diverge for a moment, and you can kind of see that from the video that I do have a passion, and speak to you not only as a Texas Ex, but as a Texan. By 2020, 65% of all new jobs are going to require post-secondary education. Texas is behind many competitor states and countries in producing a labor force that is or will be globally competitive. To illustrate a story which some of you have heard probably more than you wanted to, but it's a personal story. In the 1950 census, which I was a part of in my hometown of El Paso, the college attainment rate was 20% higher than the state level, higher than most Texas cities, higher than Austin. 50 years later, in the 2000 census, which I was a part of, El Paso was now 30% below the state, a 50% decline in 50 years in post-secondary attainment of our population. And how did this happen? Changing demographics, and most importantly, the gap in post-secondary completion between different ethnic and racial groups in our state. That same shift is now happening across our state, and just like the competitiveness of the El Paso workforce declined, our state is facing the same challenge. Currently, only 40% of Texans aged 25 to 34 have a post-secondary credential. It's not that we are becoming less educated. Every ethnic and racial group in the state today is better educated than they were yesterday, and will be better educated tomorrow than they are today. But the demographic change in Texas is faster than our educational improvement, while our competitor states and countries are becoming significantly more educated. So in effect, while we're making progress, we are better educated, we're falling behind because those that we compete with are moving forward faster. This challenge led me and my friend and former UT president and a fellow distinguished alum, Larry Faulkner, to lead in 2014 and 2015 the strategic planning efforts of the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. Our goal was to develop a new long-range plan for the state for the years 2015 to 2030. This plan today is called 60 by 30 Texas, and is designed to ensure that by 2030, at least 60% of Texans ages 25 to 34 will have a post-secondary credential and will be able to compete in a globally competitive world. There is still much work to do, and if we fail to meet this challenge, it will have serious economic consequences for the state and its residents. and for institutions like UT Austin. Our state must be able to compete in a world marketplace, and it begins with education. Thank you for this recognition, and thank you for being here tonight.